Hello, friends. The US military is pushing back on Donald Trump's stupid idea to invade Greenland. That is what's happening. The US military is telling Donald Trump that is an illegal order because Greenland is a NATO ally. And for some stupid reason, dumb Donald Trump wants to invade it. There is no justification for invading Greenland. The only justification that Donald Trump have is Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the justification to invade Greenland. And that's not enough for the military because they tell him that to invade Greenland, he has to get approval from Congress. And somebody left a message on my video yesterday telling me that Donald Trump can just veto anything that Congress brings out. There is certain things that Donald Trump can veto and Donald Trump cannot veto. And this is one of the things that he cannot veto because this is a very, very, very important thing. And to declare war on a country, a president cannot just go and attack another country for no reason. You know, George W. Bush got approval from Congress to invade Iraq, which is the same thing as what happening right now. Donald Trump wants to invade Greenland for the same bullshit lies as George W. Bush told the American people. And the American people have learned that that was all a lie. George W. Bush was lying the whole time. His Secretary of Defense, his VP, they're all lying. And history has proven that there is no WUMDs in Iraq. It was all a lie. And the U.S. population, the U.S. people have paid a lot for that lie in the past 10, 15 years. So this is basically what I believe the military is trying to avoid. They're trying to avoid another stupid, unjust war, because the people of Greenland, they don't want Donald Trump. They don't want America. They're happy with where they are right now. They're happy with who they're aligned with, who is protecting them. One of the stupid lies that dumb Donald Trump says, Denmark cannot protect Greenland. Denmark cannot really provide security and protection for the people of Greenland. And one of these Greenlanders, the people that, born in Greenland, one of these people said on TV, protect us from what? Who's going to attack us? Who's going to attack us? So again, there is no justification for stupid Donald Trump to invade Greenland. And I'm very happy that for the first time that the military is actually pushing back. And them pushing back actually proved Mark Kelly correct. Senator Mark Kelly, the man who said on a video that the military can refuse illegal orders. He said this on a video that went viral and made Donald Trump very, 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 very mad. And because Mark Kelly insulted stupid Donald Trump, they're trying to degrade him or take his pay. Mark Kelly, his grandfather, his father, they all served in the military. And Mark Kelly gave 35 years of his life to the military. And what about the draft dodger, stupid Donald Trump? This idiot, he was so afraid to join the military, but now he wants to command the military. He wants to tell the military what to do. That's a he's an idiot. He's a loser. He's not a fighter. He's not a leader. And the military, there's a code of conduct with the military, and I don't believe Donald Trump can actually uphold that code of conduct. The same thing with his DUI hire, stupid Hegseth. Those morons, commanding, telling the military what to do. And again, I'm hoping that this holds and nothing is done to Greenland. Greenland is just left alone. Let them live their lives with no disruption from the stupid American government. And I'm hoping that the more, there's still more anger going on. There's still more anger going on towards ICE. And right now, there's so many protests going on in America about ICE. And I hope this continues. And maybe I was just thinking this. Maybe the reason why Donald Trump wants to attack Greenland now is so that he can distract Americans from what's actually happening in Minnesota and what's happening all over the country with all these protests. But again, I'm thankful for the U.S. military for, finally following the U.S. Constitution. They're finally following the U.S. Constitution, not to follow illegal orders. Any order that the military get to go to Greenland has to come from Congress. Congress has to approve that the military can go to Greenland, not the U.S. president. An executive order, is not enough for the military to go and attack, a NATO country, a NATO ally, Meanwhile, the Europeans are ready, France and the other European countries, they're all preparing. They're preparing for World War III, basically, because it's going to be the Europeans and Canada against America. That is basically the battle plan, basically. The U.S., they're going to be by themselves because Russia is not going to participate. China is not going to participate. It's only going to be the Europeans, Canada against America. And I don't think that's a good outcome from anybody. So I'm crossing my fingers. I'm hoping that nothing happens to Greenland. Let those people live their lives without being disturbed. And hopefully the military will tell Donald Trump once and for all, to fuck off. Thank you very much.